What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Your boy, TheDreadMan, is back. And I told you guys I was going to make this video in my last video, so as promised, here we go. Now, this time last week, we got an interesting piece of news from Disney that a live-action Little Mermaid movie is going to be made and is scheduled for release in the year 2021. And we actually got the lead actress for it. It is actress/singer Halle Bailey, who happens to be an African-American woman. Now, as you can imagine, with this cast, with any casting pretty much, especially if it's something that's from our childhood, there's some criticism and some backlash. Oh boy, was there criticism! But never in my wildest imagination did I expect for it to get that kind of criticism. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and say this before I go any further. The only real objection that I have to this, if you can even really call this an objection, is the fact that, well, I mentioned this in my last video, is that you can only retell and reimagine the same story so many times before you start running out of ideas and you have to put some kind of a spin on it. And I guess that's one reason why the people who, like the casters, decided to make that choice. Like, hey, well, let's make her black. The thing is that I don't even really think that that was the main reason as to why they cast her, which I'll get to in a second. But man, I mean, there was some outrage from certain people to where, I mean, to the point where it was borderline ignorance. I mean, Jesus. I mean, think about it. The Little Mermaid. A mermaid is a fictional creature. And a lot of y'all don't even know the origins of where a mermaid came from. And now in Greek mythology, mermaids were also called sirens. And mermaids, they pretty much could be made to look like anyone. And mermaids or sirens were mainly female. They were female shapeshifters who took the shape of beautiful women/fish creatures to lure unsuspecting male sailors to their death. That is the origin of a true mermaid. So guess what? Before you start to make this a race thing, before you start to harp on the race of the person who was cast, think about it. Mermaids are shapeshifters. Mermaids can be anybody. So it's really not that big of a deal. Second of all, nobody really made that big of a deal when Aquaman, a full-blooded Samoan. Now, Aquaman in the comics and in the animated TV series was always a blonde-haired white male. But now he is a full-blooded Samoan, and nobody complained. But I guess because Jason Momoa and a lot of females and some males might find Jason Momoa to be physically attractive. But yeah, Jason Momoa, he got a pass. And here's another thing. Now, for everybody who's watched the original Little Mermaid, and the movies and the animated series, besides Ariel's red hair, what is the main quality of that character? What is also the one thing that makes her stand out? It's her voice. Ariel's beautiful singing voice. That is the number one thing that made her stand out. And I don't give a damn what color she is. All I care about is, can she sing? Can she sing and can she act? And Halle Bailey, she has a very beautiful singing voice. The thing is, she can knock it out of the park. I mean, the thing is, when she sings a part of that world, I can't wait to see. I think that she's pretty much gonna rock that. But yeah, I don't really even know what the big backlash. I don't even know what all the backlash of it is for. I mean, really. And it kind of reminds me of that one joke that Donald Glover told in his Comedy Special Weirdo about when they decided to make Spider-Man black in the comics. He's like, well, why don't they? If they're gonna make Spider-Man black, they might as well just go ahead and just have Michael Cera play Shaft. Which I won't lie, I'll pay to see that joke too. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be interested to see it. I mean, it really is interesting. And come on, like, this isn't even the only live-action remake that we're getting from Disney. I mean, come on. We have Mulan coming out in 2020. We have The Lion King literally coming out next week, and they're gonna be they're scheduled to make at least 3 or 4 more. So, just like I said with superhero movies, there's a market for these. Like, they're going to go ahead and just keep cranking these out. I mean, like, the whole thing is that they're cashing in on our childhood. They are appealing to all the old school fans and all the kids who grew up with these, and they're trying to make something new for the kids. And that's partially the reason of why they cast Halle Bailey for this, aside from her beautiful singing voice. And before I cut this video off, I'm gonna leave you guys with this note. Now, like I was saying, Hollywood, Hollywood's run out of ideas, and they can only retell the same story so many times. So even if this movie does completely fail and tank the box office, which it won't, I really believe this movie's going to do well financially and get good reviews. But guess what? Even if this movie does completely tank, so what? Disney, they're going to do what they always do, and they're going to reboot it and recast everybody in the next 5 to 10 years. Remake the next movie anyway in 5 to 10 years. So guess what? For everybody who jumped on the negative criticism bandwagon, if this movie does fail, don't worry. If you're really upset about them not having a white Ariel, don't fret. Because all y'all going to have to do is wait until 2027 or 2031, and then you'll get your wish for a white Ariel in a live-action Little Mermaid movie. Get it? Got it? Good. All right, y'all. Anyway, that's my thoughts on this. Now, do you guys have any thoughts, positive, negative, or anything in between? Go ahead and share your thoughts in the comments, and I'll be back with another video soon. Peace out.